what I'm doing here is, that's quite loose there, so that can come out, that one here can come out okay, nice and loose. And this one here, it's a bit hard. Now, I'm going to try and strike a balance between how much lift I give this, because if I give it too much lift, then obviously the bolts are going to be held down by the weight of the axle and springs and so on. And if I don't give it enough lift, of course, then it's going to be weighed down by the chassis. So it's just striking that nice balance where I feel the bolts will be able to come out relatively easily. Okay, so we'll continue on with this one here. And it feels nice and light. Now once I take this off, theoretically, in actual fact, what's going to happen, it's going to drop the back axle down. I actually probably need to support it because it's going to land on the hoist, and if it lands on the hoist, then I can't take the hoist out. So just putting that here so that when that falls, the whole spring ain't going to, well, it's not going to fall completely because it's still held in the centre. But anyway, it's just one of those things where you've got to try and allow or plan for. Don't really need to add anymore. You can see how I can just pretty much almost take that out by hand. I think it's just stuck in the thread there. There we go. Right. So that's that one. Now I'm going to take a look at here, see what happens. Oh no, it's good. Not going anywhere. Okay, that's great. Here we are progressing. This one here's a little bit stuck. No surprises there, I suppose. I mean, it still moves, but yeah, needs a little bit more prying. You can see the condition of the bolt there is very, very rusted. So this one would have to be replaced. Well, they're all going to be replaced, but I was just saying that if anything, that's a good reason to replace it. Alright, so they're the two fronts, and you can see they're very, very much damaged and corroded. You can see here how it's even starting to corrode the chunk out of here. There's a wear down here. However, the back ones, the ones that go down here, are actually in pretty good condition. Surprising. Whether or not they've been replaced in the past, I don't know. But you can see here now that it's loose. It's loose here. It's loose on the other side. So she pretty much is ready to rock and roll. So I'm thinking that now I can continue lifting the front and see where we go, because unfortunately it's one of those things again where the hoist is in the way. But I can say, if you're thinking about getting a hoist to do a similar project, don't think, definitely buy one. Especially if you're working on your own. Oh, excuse the angle of the camera. I'm trying to do this while filming is always a challenge. Thought I'll put the stand there, and well, the two stands are here, and that one's here for extra safety here. So I think we've got enough room now to be able to undo this. I never would have thought that my four-wheel drive recovery equipment would ever be used for a Land Rover build. So it's kind of sitting there nice and steady. Let's just give it a bit of a sweep. I try to get into the habit that every time I do a little bit of work before the dust and so on accumulates, I give it a bit of a clean up. So that should be nice and stable there. I had to take the prop shaft off. Doesn't really matter because I will be doing that anyway, so that I've got more room. So now I need to do the same for the back. Of course, it's not as easy as the front because I've got the motor there in the back and so on. So I might need to do a little bit of rejigging. Right, in removing these, they are threaded, so it's not just a matter of punching the entire thing out. Okay, so you first got to be mindful that that thread's existing there. And this one's a real bugger to get out. You can see it's actually trying to take out all the, well, that bush is basically dismantling itself in there. But yeah, just slowly, here we go. Right, so you can see when I took this bolt out here, it actually came out with the with the inner sleeve of the bush, which is that bit there. So the bolt's like this. That's the inner sleeve. Hence why when I ripped that out, there was nothing there. Whilst on the other side, you can see it's still got that centre bush there.